Good morning, everybody. So in today's video, I am going to can and make cranberry sauce. This is a recipe that you guys can follow if you just want to make cranberry sauce for Christmas, or if you want to do it for canning as well. So let's get started. I'm going to show you what I got going on. Okay, so I have the canner ready. It's warming. I put some water in. I have all of the ingredients I need. I zested an orange, some orange juice and lemon juice. I have my lids heating up. I like to heat my lids. Sometimes I also like to heat my jars in the oven. And then I have all of this set up ready for the canning process. So this is the recipe roughly that I'm going to be following. Hopefully I have enough of everything. The 4 cups of orange juice, I do not have enough, so I'm going to do 1 cup of orange juice and 3 cups of water. Or lemon juice, it depends what you prefer. So let's start with the cranberries. I'm just going to turn my heat on to medium here. So we need about 8 cups. This is a 4-cup measure that I'm using here. Okay, I guess I didn't need the second bag. Okay. I don't want to make too much cranberry sauce. I do have a little bit left over from last year, but not a lot. And I wanted to have enough for holidays and stuff like that, and a few freezer meals I want to try. So 1 to 2 teaspoons of lemon zest or orange zest. Put that right in. We need about 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. I'm going to measure this just because of the canning process. So I'm going to stick in 3 because I want to water bath can this. In order to water bath can your cranberry sauce, you need to have an acid, lemon juice or vinegar, and vinegar wouldn't taste very good in this. Okay, so now let's add whatever amount of orange juice I have left here. 1 cup. And then I'm going to do 3 more cups of water. 3 cups of water. Okay, and now we need to add some sugar. So the recipe that I have is 2.5 to 3 cups of sugar, but I might need to adjust it. We'll see. Might need to adjust a little bit more sugar. Okay, so we're going to put in 3, just because I know I put a lot of lemon juice and stuff in here too. So this is a 1/2 cup measure. 1. 2. And 3. Okay, so let's mix this up. I'll give you a look at what it looks like after we mix it here. So while the cranberries are cooking, you're going to hear a popping sound. That is normal. Cranberries make a really loud popping sound when they cook, so don't be alarmed by it. I'm actually going to taste the sweetness of the mixture here, not necessarily the cranberries. Once the cranberries cook down, it'll be a different flavor. I just want to taste the actual mixture on the bottom here. Should taste like an orange flavored simple syrup almost. Okay, so it tastes pretty sweet, but we'll see once the cranberries are cooked down. So this needs to cook for approximately 20 minutes. So if you like whole cranberries with the peels and stuff, you don't need to blend it, but I'm going to blend mine. I don't like it with the seeds and the shells and stuff, so I'm going to blend it with an immersion blender after it's cooked. Okay, so I'm going to let this simmer for a little bit. And once the cranberries start popping, I'll come back and show you. But in the meantime, I'll give you a close-up look here. So this is what it looks like. You can also add a little bit of cinnamon to this recipe if you prefer. I just don't prefer that. I prefer a citrusy taste to this. Okay, so I'll be back once this starts popping. So they're starting to pop. See if you can hear some of the popping in a sec here. They're pretty loud when they pop. Still has quite a bit to cook here, but I wanted to show you the popping process, how it starts popping when they start heating up. It almost sounds like things are sparking. All it is the cranberry is splitting the skin open, and it makes a popping sound. So I won't be adding any pectin to this. Cranberries have a real natural pectin to them and don't need any thickener or anything like that. So as the jelly cools later, well, I'm not really making jelly, I'm just making pureed cranberries, but once it cools in the jar, it'll thicken itself and it becomes pretty thick pretty quickly, actually. The very first time I made this, that surprised me a lot. I didn't expect that. I thought I was going to have to add pectin, but I was like, okay, trust the process, and it worked out perfectly. So I just wanted to let you guys know that there's no pectin in this recipe. Okay, so the cranberries are slowly starting to cook down here. Probably have another 5 or 10 minutes or so. And once they're soft enough and cooked down enough, I'm going to take the immersion blender to this and blend it all together. And then we're going to taste it. And if it needs a little bit more sugar, we'll add a little bit more sugar at that time. And then cook the sugar down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to give this a couple more minutes, and then I'll show you once it's done cooking and we're ready to blend it. Okay, so I think this is cooked down enough to start blending it. It's actually started to thicken a little bit on its own. Not too bad. So let's blend this with the immersion blender. Okay. Just be careful when you're doing this because it's hot. You don't want to get splashed with boiling hot liquid. As I was saying before, if you like it with the seeds and the skins and stuff, then don't blend it. This is just what I prefer. Just want to make sure I got all the berries done, all the seeds. The seeds don't bother me as much as the casings. Okay, let's see if that's good. Let's use this one. The color is so nice and red. It's really nice. Just making sure I got all the berries. I think I got most of them. Okay, let's give this a taste. See, it's already starting to thicken a little bit. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Trying to decide if I want more sugar in that. I think it might be good. It's got like a little bit of a tart taste because of the lemon and the orange juice and the cranberry, but it enhances the flavor. So I don't think I want to add any more sugar to this. I think this is good. So Just give one more pass through, make sure I got all the berries. Okay, so let's jar this up into some jars and get ready to can this. Thought I should give you a look of it when it's been blended. Okay, now let's can. Let's move this over. Shut off the one burner. Get a ladle. Oh, and I need a cloth. Put some vinegar on my cloth. Okay, I think we're ready. Okay, so I'm going to get a jar out of the oven. I prefer to put my jars in the oven for those that are new and haven't watched me can anything. I don't always put them in the oven, but I do prefer to. I like the way my canning seals better when the lids are heated and the jar, but you don't have to. It's just what I prefer. Move this just a little closer here. I heat them at 175 in the oven to 200, so it's not very hot. Now I'm just going to ladle them into the jars. Oh, the color is so pretty. A little bit of headspace. Important, I put vinegar and water on my cloth to wipe the rims. Make sure you're looking for nicks when you're wiping the rims. And then I'm going to get a lid. I'm in a pot of boiling water here. Only tighten this hand tight. And then we keep going. I was going to wear an apron today. And then I decided, nah, I think I can do this cleanly. Didn't end up putting one on. I wanted a few different sizes of jars. As I was saying, I do plan to make a few new freezer meals with cranberry sauce. I have one meatball recipe that I would love to try that calls for cranberry sauce in the sauce. So we're going to be trying that together, hopefully soon in a new video. In a previous video, I mentioned that my freezer got unplugged accidentally. So I had to improvise, and now I'm going to have to redo some of my freezer meals and stuff. So a new freezer meal video will be coming out soon. Probably closer to the end of December or the new year. I got a lot of Christmas stuff that I've got on the go right now. Okay, I'm going to do a few 1.5 pints. That's the rest of the jars I have left in here, 1.5. I thought this would be a good size for sauce or other recipes. I think I only have 2 jars left from the last time I made this. Once these are nice and set and cold, I'll insert a picture for you guys on how they thickened. Just to show you the natural pectin of the cranberries. Oh, look at the color. The color is beautiful. I'm getting quite a few jars out of this. I didn't expect to get quite so many. Hopefully 3 1.5 pints and 3 half pints. We'll see. I could have doubled this recipe, but I didn't want to have too much excess made. Ooh, it's hot. I think this might be the last jar. Let's see. I think it might be exact. Let's see. Yep. Exact. Look at this. That's awesome. Okay. I like the consistency of it too. It looks nice and smooth. Okay. That in there. Get the last lid. Okay, so now let's put these into the canner and get them ready for canning. Okay, so I have some water in here already. The water has to come up at least 2 to 3 inches above the top of the jar. I'm going to stick some vinegar in my water. This prevents water residue on the jars. I already have the water heated, so I can stick the jar right in. You need to make sure that the contents of the jar are the same temperature as the water. Otherwise, your jars will break. Very important. I should be able to fit all 6 of these in here. Hopefully. Look how beautiful and red. Isn't that beautiful? Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to show you the water level here. So this is only about 1/2 inch above the jars at the moment, so I'm going to pour more water in. There's about 1 inch. Need another about 1 inch or 2. If you don't have the water high enough over the jars, when they're processing and afterwards, they will not seal properly. So it's very, very important to have enough water over top of the jar. So that's about 2. 1 more should be good. Okay, that should be perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to process these for 15 minutes on water bath canning. This electric pressure canner does both. 15 minutes. And I will see you when these are ready to come out. Okay, so the canner is done. And I took the lid off and let it cool just a little bit before I start taking these out. Now I'm just going to take them out. They should all start sealing pretty quickly. Try not to bang them when you take them out. They're very sensitive when they're hot. They'll break if you bang them too hard. Oh, one of them just sealed. Oh, another one. Okay, I'll give you a close up. Look how beautiful the color is. 3 of them are already sealed and I just took them out. Yeah, they look great. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video and I want to thank you for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye.